My name is Fernando. I'm an environmental scientist and artist. Growing up in Santa Fe was like a magical experience. I don't think I could live anywhere else. My mom and my dad are probably one of my biggest sources of inspiration. When my mom was a youth, she immigrated with her family, and my dad came later in his life. You know, for a long time when they first got here, they worked in like fast food and jobs like that provided some money for them to get forward. At that time, I was limited to only seeing kind of what my father and my mother were doing for work. I would also see kind of like how much they struggled, and I didn't want that for me. And you know, I really wanted to like make my own money and I could take care of them when the time came. I always saw like education as that vehicle to provide me opportunities. They came out here to give me a better life, and that inspires me every day to, you know, help people who also want a better life. Even though I romanticize Santa Fe, New Mexico, I think when I was a youth, I didn't really want to stay here. I did come back home right after college. By the time I came back home, I had gained a new appreciation for Santa Fe, New Mexico. I had to leave the state to really learn how beautiful it was. So I'm currently an environmental scientist at the state of New Mexico. I work in air quality, and I also do tech-related work. I maintain the database. When I'm not doing that, you know, I'll come home and I'll take on, you know, local jobs for people who need shirts, or, you know, even like soccer teams and stuff like that. It's nice to just have a dedicated working space where I can do that. And I know that, you know, growing up, I'm sure a lot of youth feel like they don't have a place where they belong, where they don't have a place where, you know, they're welcome all the time. And ultimately, like, home ownership is that, you know, it's your place and you can do whatever you want with it. And it's a whole other avenue of like exploring yourself and what you want your life to look like. And that's ultimately one of the most empowering things you can have in your whole life. And to be building wealth and, you know, financial freedom on top of that is just a bonus. I first heard about Homewise through my sister. They went through the Homewise process, and from there, you know, I knew Homewise as a resource that would help people, you know, get into their first home. My finances at that point weren't, I guess, compatible with some of the things that I wanted, and so I had to take a step back. My volunteer work spans a few different areas. At first, you know, was teaching people about college, teaching people about education. And after that, when I graduated college, I started focusing more on art, like teaching how self-expression through art can be one of the most liberating and healthy things that you can do. Because I personally felt a drive, you know, to create my own clothes. You know, I didn't always have the money that I wanted to go and just buy whatever clothes I wanted, but I was able to, you know, create whatever I had in my head and put it on a t-shirt. Like, that just created this power within me that felt so nice, and to be able to share that with others is also equally empowering. During that time, I was able to work on my personal finances, and, you know, I just used that time to continue fostering that. And I think once I started doing that, that really made me feel like there was an end in sight, and there was like, the goal was achievable. It took about an additional year where I continued to, you know, work on my debt, and I was able to find another position and increase my salary. And when I felt ready, when all my finances were taken care of, you know, I reached back out, kind of get the ball rolling again. And when Rico reached out about another potential opening here, you know, I jumped on it right away. I love it so far. I come home and I'll greet my house. I'm like, hi, I missed you. How are you doing? Like, it's given me this like sense of calm that, you know, I don't have to rush to finish anything. It's really given me a flexibility that has helped me, I guess, in all parts of my life.